Good morning. You are watching ABC News GH. This is ABC Headlines. I am Abna Mante. Coming up in the headlines. The Ghana Health Service has confirmed a case of monkeypox in the Bia West district of the Western North region. Still to come, President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo has appealed to organized labor to reconsider its planned strike scheduled for October 10, emphasizing his commitment to addressing their concerns regarding illegal mining. We have these and more coming up in the headlines. The Ghana Health Service has confirmed a case of monkeypox in the Bia West district of the Western North region. The patient, a 15-year-old boy, sought medical attention on September 25 at a district hospital after experiencing fever, body pains, a sore throat, and rash on his palms and face. As part of containment measures, health officials have identified 25 individuals who had close contact with the patient. The Ghana Health Service has launched a public health investigation into the confirmed case, working to trace and manage the suspected cases. These contacts are currently being monitored closely to prevent any potential outbreaks in the region. Additionally, the service will notify the World Health Organization per Global Health Response protocols to control the virus's spread, and the Ghana Health Service is emphasizing public cooperation within health guidelines, including proper hygiene practices and timely reporting of symptoms such as fever and rash. In a public health advisory issued on Thursday, October 3, the Ghana Health Service also reported that 230 suspected monkeypox cases have been identified across 88 districts nationwide. The outbreak has prompted increased vigilance, with the country's public health emergency systems activated in response to the situation. President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo has appealed to organized labor to reconsider its planned strike scheduled for October 10, emphasizing his commitment to addressing their concerns regarding illegal mining, which is wreaking havoc on the environment. The appeal came during a closed-door meeting on Thursday, October 3, with union leaders, where the urgent need for decisive action against illegal mining was a central topic of discussion. Sources from the meeting revealed that President Akufo-Addo requested organized labor to postpone its strike, asking for additional time to work on their demands. Organized labor has expressed frustration over what it perceives as the government's insufficient commitment to combat illegal mining, which has led to widespread environmental degradation. The unions believe that urgent measures are necessary to address this critical issue and safeguard Ghana's natural resources. In light of the ongoing tensions, President Akufo-Addo has promised to invite organized labor for another meeting next week to further discuss their demands and explore solutions. Meanwhile, organized labor is expected to regroup to have a deliberation on the way forward regarding the impending strike, set to commence from Thursday, October 10. Meanwhile, the Deputy Minister for Education, Professor Kingsley Nyarko, has stated that a nationwide strike is not the solution to the ongoing illegal mining, also known as Galamsey crisis. Speaking at the Ghana Teacher Prize in Kumasi on Thursday, October 3, Professor Nyarko emphasized that industrial action isn't the best approach, instead advocating for more dialogue among stakeholders. He made this appeal following organized labor's declaration of a strike slated for October 10 in response to the government's inaction on declaring a state of emergency due to Galamsey's devastating impact. Professor Nyarko, who is also the Member of Parliament for Kwadaso, stressed the need for a collaborative solution. Strikes and demonstrations are not necessarily the solutions in addressing issues or meeting the demands of individuals. This is not the best way to go. For me, it's more about dialogue because the government and individuals are concerned about the activities of Galamsey. The government has put in place interventions to deal with this issue. It demands collective efforts not only from government but from other civil society, and media should be involved as well. Chiefs, traditional leaders, the clergy and everyone must come on board for us to deal with it. I will plead with organized labor that instead of embarking on strike, we don't know when it will end. The best way is to keep engaging the authorities for us to come to a meaningful, progressive and productive solution to this particular problem. Industrial action will only lead to a reduction in productivity that will affect our revenue. Still on Galamsey, the Minister of Works and Housing, while presenting the bold solutions of Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia to the students at the programs outlined 6 policies that will help tackle Galamsey in the country. According to him, the various strategies employed by the current administration and previous ones have only done temporary gains but has not been able to fully eradicate Galamsey in the country. However, when voted into power, Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia will implement 6 initiatives to holistically tackle the menace, including a mining development bank, resourcing the geological service to conduct studies, and amending the constitution to make traditional leaders an integral part of the award of mining concessions.
That's one of the first things Dr. Bawumia wants to do. So he wants to invest in geological investigation of the mineral zones so that you don't go digging the places to find it. We'll be able to tell you that the gold is here and here and here. So anybody who wants to do mining, where do you go? Here or here or here. Number 2, he says the people need proper financing to do it. If the people are poor and unemployed living in the area and there's gold there and they don't know how to do it, they'll use mercury and all the, excuse my language, stupid methods. Don't just shout at them and be angry. Give them support to do it the right way. So we're setting up a minerals development bank so that we can give them funding. We're also going to assist them with the machinery. We've tried something we call the gold catcher machine. It's working. So give them a bit more of this. Now we're saying that we want to make the chief and the district assembly part of the process. If they don't approve it, you can't mine there. So that when we go there and somebody is mining, we can then ask the chief that, oi, Nana, who gave this guy the permit? We want to also now buy the properly mined gold. We want to buy it for our, gold for oil, gold for exports, gold for oil, gold for currency, and then gold purchase program. We want to now, therefore, having known where it is, enhance the community mining schemes that, okay, now you can go here, now you can go here, now you can go here. And then lastly, then when you say people should go and enforce, nobody has an excuse because we have done all that the country should do to help you to do it the right way. That's one of the first things Dr. Bawumia wants to do. So he wants to invest in geological investigation of the mineral zones so that you don't go digging the places to find it. We'll be able to tell you that the gold is here and here and here. So anybody who wants to do mining, where do you go? Here or here or here. Number 2, he says the people need proper financing.
Galamsey demonstration on day one of their three-day demonstration submitted a petition to the Attorney General demanding the release of the arrested Democracy Hub protesters a week ago. The mass protest, which drew close to 1,000 of concerned citizens from all walks of life, also sought to bring attention of the leaders to pressing national issues, including the Galamsey menace, economic hardship, corruption, and social injustice.
To acknowledge the receipt of the petition. So the whole public or the whole nation knows that you have received the petition or you have been petitioned. And whatever is in the petition, I think you know from there. But then we just want you to acknowledge the receipt of the petition by close of day. Thank you.
Stop Galamsey! Free the citizens! Free the citizens! Stop Galamsey! To acknowledge the receipt of the petition.
In business, the Ministry of Finance has announced the successful completion of its Eurobond debt exchange and consent solicitation process. The initiative, which aims to restructure Ghana's Eurobond debt, has received overwhelming support from bondholders, marking a significant milestone in the country's economic recovery efforts. Launched on September 5, 2024, the offer invited eligible holders of Ghana's Eurobonds to exchange their existing bonds for new ones under two menu options, PAR and Disco. As of the final expiration deadline on September 30, 2024, 98.6% of bondholders representing the recognized principal amount of the existing bonds participated in the offer. During the bondholder meetings on Thursday, October 3, holders of the 2013, 2014 and 2015 World Bank guaranteed notes passed extraordinary resolutions with over 90% representation, enabling the restructuring process to proceed smoothly. Meanwhile, for aggregated CAC notes, consents exceeded 98.7%, meeting the required threshold for the exchange. A majority of bondholders opted for the Disco menu of the new notes, while 7.6% chose the PAR menu, which remained under its cap of $1.6 billion, leaving a balance of $605 million available for future allocation. Subject to the terms of the exchange, a total of $126 million in consent fees will be distributed to eligible bondholders who submitted their instructions by the early consent deadline. The new bonds are expected to be issued on or around October 9, 2024, with full settlement to follow shortly thereafter. The successful completion of this exchange is a critical step in Ghana's broader debt restructuring efforts under its IMF program, further strengthening the country's path towards debt sustainability and normalization relations with international capital markets. The government of Ghana expressed gratitude to bondholders for their participation and support, emphasizing that this successful outcome reflects a shared commitment to restoring Ghana's economic stability. In preparation for the issue date, all existing Eurobonds, including those for which no consent or exchange instructions were given, will be blocked from trading to ensure a smooth final settlement. That's all for ABC Headlines. ABC in the Morning continues. Stay with us.